Okay, on you. Come on, there you go. Alright, I think we're good. Alrighty, yep, everything looks good on that end. Excellent. Greetings everyone, I am Dr. J, and I know I'm a little early compared to when I set this stream, but you know what? That was kind of on purpose actually, because I had planned to stream this earlier than normal because, well, I'm not feeling too great to be honest, so I figured, you know what, this will be a nice way to distract myself. Let's get all the yelling and hilarity out earlier in the day, since I'm going to be impatient to get this done anyway. So, I know that probably means there won't be too much attention on this stream, and that it'll probably take a few minutes for people to filter in, but that's okay. We're here anyway, so that's all that matters. So, our first order of business before we get into any story bits, support conversations. And one thing to mention first. While I was looking around, I reminded myself that hey, some of these are actually locked until certain story points happen. And as I had forgotten, when going through 3 houses, there are also points in that game where you can end up being locked out of a support conversation for the same reason, because events in the game happen faster than, well, it would make sense for a support conversation. Unfortunately, that happened with a couple, specifically Claude's conversations with Holst and Hilda, and it also happened with Marianne's conversation with Lawrence, so unfortunately for me, I can't get at these in this run. So what I'm going to be doing is, on my own time, I'll use it as an excuse to speed run the game in easy mode, see how good the easy mode is for when I inevitably review this. So I'll just use it as an opportunity for that, and hopefully, as I go, I'll just focus explicitly on the support conversations I missed, so that'll be the plan there. For now though, we've got a lot of conversations we do have unlocked to see to, so let's get to them.
Hey, you gotta hear this!
What is this?
What's up, Raphael? You're looking extra cheerful today.
Have you seen the looks on all the soldiers' faces lately? Don't they seem way more motivated?
Oh yeah, I was wondering what was going on with that.
Well, I was curious too, so I asked. And you know what they said?
What did they say?
Is it because we're winning the war? Lots of victories always boost morale.
Makes sense. Anyway, that's not the reason this time.
This time?
They all said it was because of the food.
You don't mean...
Yep, they've all been eating the dishes we came up with. You know, with the smoked meat and the rotten food.
Hey, didn't I tell you not to call it rotten? In any case, our hard work definitely paid off. And the food's great too, if I do say so myself.
Right? I could eat that stuff over and over again and never get sick of it.
And it's a big hit with the soldiers too. They said they actually get excited for mealtime now. Plus, it's made them fight way harder in battle.
I'm really glad everyone's so happy with it. Makes all our effort feel completely worthwhile.
You bet. See, food's important no matter who, when, or where you are.
Yeah, back in my mercenary days, I'd scarf down any old scraps so long as I was full at the end of it. But I've changed my outlook. Honestly, I feel like I can work even harder now that I can look forward to all my meals. And I never would have gotten here without you, Raphael. Thanks.
Huh. I was just thinking the same thing about you. Guess we helped each other equally.
You know, I scrounged up every last piece of gold I could find, just so I could go to the Officers Academy and become a knight.
But once it shut down, opening the inn was basically my only option. But then, running the inn helped me realize all sorts of important stuff too. And now I'm sure, once this war's all wrapped up, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to become the best innkeeper in all of Foldland.
Good luck to you.
Sounds like a solid plan. But you'll probably need to up your cooking game even more if that's the end goal.
Yeah, I bet I'll have to train under a real great chef to get me where I want to be. Oh, and while I'm at it, I'm gonna come up with a brand new style of cooking. Something that'll really work my muscles.
Of course.
What would that even look like?
Well, I don't know. I haven't invented it yet. Whatever the case, I know what I want to do now.
Hey, what do you say to tagging along with me? I think you've got a real knack for this cooking stuff.
I appreciate the offer, but I think I'm gonna have to pass. Mercenary work's where I belong.
So you're gonna stick to being a hired hand, huh?
Well, as long as that's what you want to do.
Oh, but keep an eye out for an invitation from me. You'll definitely have to come over and try all the rotten food I cook up.
Seriously, stop calling it that. But thanks. I'm looking forward to it, Raphael.
Oh boy. Move the mic a little closer. There we go. Of course it... Of course, that's where that conversation goes. What else do we have? Yeah, let's see to Ash first. Surprised I can even work on this one. I know there are some that are route locked. I'm pretty sure, if I recall correctly, the conversation between Lawrence and Shez only, well, is something specific to the Golden Wildfire route.
Oh, it's you. What are you doing?
Hey, Ash. Not much, just perusing this tactics book. Have you read it before?
I sure have. It was popular in Leicester a few years back, if I remember right. I picked it up myself back at the monastery, but it was so dense it took me ages to finish.
It's a pretty tough one, I'll give you that. But there's some great stuff in here too, if you can—
Hold on.
Whoops.
You were born in a remote mountain village in Ordelia territory, right?
Hang on. Whoops. A little too fast on that one. What was that? You get past the writing. Oh boy.
Yeah. What's your point?
I guess I'm just impressed you can handle such an obtuse book, given your upbringing. I mean, nobles and the children of rich families are taught to read by default, but most commoners never get the opportunity. Honestly, I've been wondering who taught you ever since our time at the academy. I hope I didn't offend you. I'm just curious.
Nah, it's fine. I learned from my mom. Adoptive mom, that is. Looking back on it now, it is kinda weird that someone as smart as her was off living in the middle of nowhere like that.
I'm sure she must have had a reason for being there.
Oh, now I'm just that's just gonna raise even more questions.
Hard to say. She never liked talking about her past, so I don't know much beyond what I saw for myself.
At the very least, it's obvious she was well educated. That's clear just from looking at you. Not only can you read and write, but you know arithmetic and how to navigate with a map, too. In that sense, you're not so different from the average noble or knight raised in the lap of luxury.
You really think? Yeesh, you're gonna make a guy blush.
Here we go.
I only have my mom to thank for raising me so well, though.
Yeah, she must have been an incredible woman. You know, I didn't know how to read myself until I met Lenato.
Huh. And now that you mention it, I never really saw the other mercs in my company with a book in their hands. Except for the captain, of course. Makes me wonder where my mom learned all that. But it's not like I can ask her now. She's gone.
Oh, and of course that's where you end the conversation. Oh, hey, James. I think another reason why some characters feel different is because this game has different translators to Three Houses. Wait, Treehouse aren't the ones who translated this? That's probably for the best given some of the screw-ups they made, but still. I'd be curious to know who handled it then, because you'd think we're the main Fire Emblem property, unless it's different people at Treehouse, but either way.
Today's battle wasn't half bad. And minus that close call, I guess. I tell you, when I charged ahead and saw all those archers waiting for me, a single thought flashed through my mind. Not how I'd like to go, but that's life, I guess. Phew, I was sure I was done for.
What are you talking about? It was so windy, there was no way they could have gotten a clean shot at you. You completely wiped them out. Are you telling me you didn't plan it that way?
I mean, I knew a breeze was blowing, but still.
You're right. You would have been Balthus-sized target practice if the wind died down. But you bet your life that it wouldn't, right? That's something only you could pull off. I never would have taken those odds.
It doesn't seem like even Baltus would take those odds in hindsight.
It was all lady luck, pal. Pure and simple. Where's this coming from, anyway? I thought you hated all that gambling on life and death stuff.
I did. But you're living proof that it can have a place on the battlefield.
If you don't mind living on the edge.
You roll the dice and get the job done. Can't argue with success. I have to accept that your way actually works. All I can do is hope you win your bets every time.
Thanks for saying that, but what happened today wasn't calculated at all. Things were going great, then I got carried away and made a stupid mistake. It just so happened that the wind was blowing the right way. Otherwise, I'd be dead.
It's something you heard, not sure how accurate it is? Fair enough.
You mean it was all just a coincidence? Well then, color me surprised.
It was a complete fluke, honest. That's why I was gonna tell you I've learned my lesson. That I'm done gambling with my life.
Who are you and what have you done with Balthus?
Really? That's the best idea you've ever had.
But since you admitted my way has merit, I think I'll keep rolling the dice. I gotta do what works for me, you know? Can't let one close call make me lose my nerve.
Wait, what? Isn't that what almost got you killed today?
Here we go.
I take it back. You are definitely gonna die. Please stop.
Nope, too late. A warrior doesn't go back on their word after all.
Yuri, can you talk some sense into him? Actually, you've probably tried a million times already. Never mind.
We might have had some misunderstandings along the way, but what's important is that you learned to accept me for who I am, right?
In that case, what about you saying you weren't gonna bet your life on this stuff anymore? A warrior doesn't go back on their word, after all.
That doesn't count. I only said I was gonna tell you.
What kind of backwards logic is that? You absolutely said it, so this whole warrior code thing applies to you too.
I don't have a clue what you mean. It's not even remotely the same.
Yeah.
Anyway, we can butt heads about it later. We gotta go celebrate our victory, right?
Fine, I can live with that. It's a tough job, but someone's gotta talk some sense into you.
Welp. And then, ooh, this should be an interesting conversation.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know? Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
Yeah, I know too much.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Oh wait, are we actually gonna get the proper Fire Emblem treatment for our dads in this game? I mean, we had a chance in Chapter 10, but, no, I don't want you to die, please don't.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Uh-huh.
Your kid sure likes to think out loud. Though, I guess I don't have room to talk.
It's a weird habit, almost like there's someone else there. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
No pressure.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Will you do me a favor and look after my kid?
Actually, I'm not sure whether Shez or Byleth is the older one here. Who is the older one in this arrangement?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work.
Well, that applies to Shez too, though.
I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish, after all.
Alright, that's a fitting end. Alrighty then. What's Chad up to? Let's see. Just accept Baldus for who he is, can't change him, it's not worth it. I'm gonna complain about it. It's fun to complain about it, so I will. Oh, this ought to be an interesting convo.
It's already so late. Time sure does fly when you're studying battle strategies. I should get back to my room. It's already almost pitch black out, though. The sun's been setting earlier these days.
What, are you nervous about ghosts or something? Actually, that's exactly what's going on, isn't it? Is that Raphael sleeping in a corner?
What was that?
Or it's just a stray wolf?
It sounds like a man? Probably just Raphael. I've heard him talk about how he trains at night. I'm sure of it. I can't believe I let him scare me like that. I should just ignore him and focus on making my way back.
Where even are you right now?
It's so dark.
Oh, hey Lysithea. What are you doing out here so late?
I was off on my own studying tactics, but then it got really late before I knew it.
Tactics, huh? That stuff just doesn't click with me.
It's difficult for everyone at first, but I assure you the field is rather fun once you get the hang of it. Rather important too. Determining how to shape your strategy, what formation to put your units in.
And Raphael interjects by saying, okay, you've already lost me.
There are so many moving parts to the subject that once I start thinking about it, I just get lost in my thoughts for hours on end.
Wow, you must be really smart, Lysithea. I love a good muscle workout, but I'm not so sure I can handle a brain workout like you can.
And I can't hold a candle to you when it comes to manual labor. We all have our own strengths and weaknesses. We should focus on what we're good at so we can complement each other's abilities.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm gonna have to train even more.
Hold on, weren't you just training?
Ah, great, here we go.
It's good to be motivated, but you're gonna bother people if you keep making such weird noises in the middle of the night.
Huh? I didn't train today.
Wait, what?
You didn't?
I mean, I'm not surprised that that wasn't actually Raphael. I'm surprised that he wasn't actually doing any other training. What?
Nope. I always let my muscles rest the day after a rough workout. And let me tell you, yesterday was a rough one.
Uh-huh.
If I go too hard, I go easy the next day, which lets me go even harder the day after that. You got your day off today, muscles, so you better be ready for the pain tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna get to bed so I can be ready. You should try to get some shut-eye too, Lysithea.
It was probably just a wolf.
So that wasn't Raphael? Then who was making those scary noises?
Well, someone's not getting a wink of sleep that night. Alright, one more for you. Oh right, I've been working on this one too.
Mess hall food is just the best!
Wait, weren't you and Shez complaining about it earlier?
You're really piling up the plates there, Raphael. You must have been extra hungry.
Yeah, I was just out exercising. Food always tastes best after a long workout.
Won't disagree there.
You should tell the chefs how much you enjoyed it. I'm sure they'd be pleased.
Will do. You know, I opened an inn myself, and I've been doing the cooking there. Except, I've never gotten a compliment from a customer. Not even once.
So they didn't like it? I wonder why.
I guess it just didn't taste very good. Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about cooking, so I had a pretty rough time in the kitchen.
In that case, why don't we work on it together?
Yeah, that would be a natural thing for them to talk about, wouldn't it?
You may not have as many chances to cook here, but I bet we can still find opportunities to hone your skills. Believe me, one of the best feelings in the world is having someone tell you they enjoyed a meal you created.
Hold on. You're gonna train me? You're the best, Ash!
We'll get started right away. First, let's see you make something so I can get a feel for your skill level.
Oh boy. Insert comic relief. Go.
Well, how's it taste?
Well, it's not bad necessarily, but a huge pile of meat isn't really a meal. It's just meat.
Wait, you want something more than that? To each his own, I guess.
If you're going to focus on one ingredient, you have to work on your seasonings. This just tastes like a slab of bacon wrapped around a salt lick. Also, try using some vegetables. For a garnish, if nothing else. A little splash of color will make your dishes more appealing to the eye.
Huh. I never thought about how food looked.
That's something my father always used to say. If flavor is king, appearance is the royal court.
Is that an actual saying? Is that an actual saying? Huh, now I'm curious.
He's actually the one who taught me that adding some color with vegetables will make things taste better, too.
Well, I guess I could jam a cucumber in there or something, if you think it'd help.
You can't just jam things in without thinking about it, Raphael. You have to prepare them first, then arrange them in a way that's pleasing to the eye. Every ingredient requires careful preparation in order to bring out its true flavor.
Okay. I think I get it.
I don't think you got it.
For example, try seasoning the meat with some herbs, then boil your vegetables to remove the bitterness. After that, fan them out on the platter and...
Wait, hang on. I boil the bitterness out of the herbs, then blare the season? But which season? Fall? Spring?
Really?
This is way harder than just throwing a hunk of beef on a plate.
That's the point.
Deep breaths, Raphael. You can do this. And since this whole training thing was my idea, I promise to stick it out to the very end.
Oh, I gotta work on the B support soon.
Thanks, Ash. With your help, I'm gonna make grub that'll have folks licking their plates.
Welp. Should have seen that one coming. Alright, what all remains? Okay.
As I told you before, I do not have a crest.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Huh, this conversation actually does happen?
Why do you insist on hiding it? It can only mean your crest is somehow...
Please stop.
What's going on here?
Lysithea.
What were you saying about crests? Go on. I study them every day without fail, so this is extremely relevant to my interests. I do hope you have proof of your theory, though. Spewing out unfounded platitudes will just lead to consequences you definitely don't want.
Here we go.
I might not look it, but I'm a general in this army.
Ah, well. We were just finishing our conversation. Now if you'll excuse me.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Lysithea.
Think nothing of it. I stepped in of my own accord. You appear to hold a secret or two regarding crests.
Well...
No need to answer. We all have things we prefer to keep hidden. Still, your situation hits rather close to home for me. Perhaps too close.
What, are you two gonna bear out the secrets now?
What? So if you ever need assistance, don't hesitate to ask. We secret keepers need to hold strong with each other after all. Oh, and I'm not saying this because I pity you, but you clearly find your secret painful. In light of this, maybe I've been a bit too harsh on you in the past.
Oh no, you haven't been harsh at all. I'm merely envious of how strong and level-headed you always appear to be. I never would have guessed you hold a closely guarded secret just as I do.
I'm not gonna tell you, if that's what you're after.
Oh boy.
Yes, I suspected as much. Still, perhaps you would be willing to hear mine one day? I feel like being around you gives me the courage to finally set it free.
I would be happy to hear you out, and also to help rectify the situation if possible. I know quite a bit about Crest's scholarship. That fool talking to you earlier couldn't hold a candle to me.
Thank you, Lysithea. I already feel a little bit braver.
I'm offering you the full might of my assistance. I hope you can do better than a little.
Really? Is that what we're gonna get? Is that what we're gonna be pity about? Pity over? Really?
I mean a lot. I know I'm going to feel a lot braver.
Well then. Week ending, but you know what? Fine. Anything else? Oh, this ought to be an interesting conversation. Lay it on me.
Hey, I was looking for you. Didn't think I'd find you down by the river. That's an awful lot of blood on your cloak.
I thought soaking it in the water would help get it out.
I don't know. That fight went on for a while. And blood doesn't come out so easily, even if you start washing it right away. If you ask me, it's more trouble than it's worth. You have another one, right?
I do, but I'd still like to use this one if I can.
Any reason for that?
Something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's just, you reminded me of Citri, of your mother, back when we first met.
How so?
There was this one time when she was trying really hard to get some stains out of a handkerchief. She had your same quiet composure and everything, and when I asked her if she had another one, you know what she told me? She just turned and said, if I could still use this one, I'd rather not throw it away.
Huh.
Well, that's not exactly the same.
Maybe not. But I still see so much of her in you. When I was first getting to know her, I never saw her laugh or cry. Just like someone else I could mention.
You know, you never really used to talk about her. But you've been doing it a lot lately. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm feeling a little regret for dragging you into the mercenary life. You've never had a place to call home, and you don't have any friends your age. And it's been one bloody battle after another since this war broke out. If she were still alive, your life would be entirely different.
Would it necessarily be better, though, given how things worked out?
You'd be with her, and things would be peaceful.
I don't regret my life here with you. I might not have a home or friends, but you've always been there for me. Living by the sword suits me just fine. And I've had no shortage of allies. So...
You're right. There's no cause for regrets. You really are just like her, though. You know that?
So that's how they explore that dynamic. Okay, neat. Alrighty. Ever thought of putting a vote for a game to stream or to review? I've done it a couple times over on my review channel, but usually it's for very specific circumstances, and I haven't had occasion to bring that back out lately. All the same, we're pretty much all set to march on Fhirdiad. This is the part that worries me, because I suspect that things will work out fine enough, but I am nervous about who I'll have to kill on the way, so... For better or worse, we march. Here we go. You're taking your sweet time to load this up.
The Kingdom armies come to greet us.
Wait, come to greet us? Why wouldn't they stay in Fhirdiad?
Not the friendliest welcoming party. Even from here, I can tell they're out for blood.
Actually, wait, Dmitri might want to avoid any fighting within the city proper, though. Guess we'll see.
They must be trying to drive us back before we can surround the royal palace.
Works for me. It'll be easier to fight them out here in the open than if they'd holed up behind those walls.
Time to show what these muscles can do. I'll send a whole bunch of them flying.
These soldiers are being led by the king himself, so you can bet they're going to be strong. I can't wait to take them on.
We can't put our plan into action if we don't win this battle. Vlad, it's time.
All right. Get ready, everyone. Let's see if a crushing defeat can get through Dmitri's thick skull.
I don't think it can. Wait, huh?
Something wrong, Gerald? We're gonna miss all the action if we don't get going.
Huh? Oh, yeah. We're not entering the capital yet, right?
Nope. The Kingdom armies come to us, so we're gonna be fighting them outside the city.
Yeah, hey, you don't think Lady Rhea's in Fhirdiad anymore, do you?
Oh, I know what you're worried about.
Can't imagine she would be. I mean, the church is operating out of a different city entirely. Never took you for a man of faith, though.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I've just got a past with Lady Rhea. One I don't want becoming my present.
Why would you admit that?
But that won't be a problem if we're fighting outside the city. Now, let's get out there and win this thing.
Alrighty then, let's see how this plays out. Oh, it is the Fhirdiad map. Okay then. So, gain control of every stronghold, huh? No opportunity to recruit allies, either. Oh, that's useful, actually. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. I don't think I need any anti-lancer stronghold sabotage specifically, so that should be fine. Okay, so... according to... let's see. If I'm not mistaken, the two people... or... yep, it's...
Can't you just let me stay inside?
If I'm not mistaken, Shamir is the other one.
Let's move.
Okay. So we'll have Blade Breaker. Let's see, who would be good? Although, I don't know if I necessarily want both of them and Claude. Who would be good to put in here, though? Maybe Hilda as a flying unit?
Let's go.
Yeah, actually, that looks like it'll balance things out nicely. Although I want to change... I want to swap Ash out for someone. Ooh, Lysithea might be good. Although it might make more sense to make Lysithea an actual fighter. Ooh, never mind. Okay, here's what we do. We'll bring Lysithea in, but we'll put her behind Raphael.
I'll handle this.
Alright, that should do. Now let's check the convoy for everyone. Let's see, make sure that we've got all the good stuff. Actually, how good's a Brave Sword relative to Silver? Let's see. Looks like the Brave Sword would be objectively better if this one weren't so upgraded. Less durability. Well, you know what? That's probably better overall. If there's anybody else with a sword, we can hand him off. Okay, Brave Lance, keep that. Cool. We haven't upgraded Frykogel yet, so it might make sense to keep the Brave Axe as it is. Yeah, I think giving you more damage and durability is better than a unique combat art, so we'll go with that. Let's see, Silver Gauntlets. 0 durability, though. Curious. It's not like I rely too much on you for combat art, so I can probably get away with that. And then, you can steal the best bow, you can steal the other best sword. You can take the good bow, and then... Is that our best? I guess so. Alright, so, special equipment. Yeah, that's probably good. Let's see, you've got your Strength Shield. Hilda's got nothing right now. Steal Lawrence's Strength Ring. Guess you can steal... Steal this. You'll probably want the extra defense. We got a Silver Shield, so that'll be fine. Crit Ring will be good. And then... Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Does everybody have a battalion? I'm not going to worry too much about specifics for this one. Yep, I think we're good. I think we're ready. Okay. 16 minutes for 1800. That should be fun. For a weird game, I'd recommend trying Monster Lab on the Wii and DS. The Wii version is higher quality. Eventually, maybe. There's a lot of eventuallys that I'll have to see too before too long.
Time to shine. I'm gonna help, okay?
I've got it. I'll follow your lead.
Initiating the operation. I'll help you out.
You can count on me. Allow me to aid you.
I'm assuming our first move will be to go cause havoc in there.
Slack off.
I'm on it.
Take out the enemy commanders and secure the surrounding strongholds. Let's get the capital surrounded, folks. Remember, we're up against House Blathid's elite royal guard. Don't hold anything back.
Ah, shoot, I didn't change out one of your combat arts.
Since I was last in the capital. I would love to visit again sometime to continue my studies in magic.
You had a brief stint in Fhirdiad?
Let's take them by storm.
Huh, interesting. Didn't expect that. Actually, out of curiosity, is there a gatekeeper unit of any kind?
Alright, here I go.
Well, you can go smacking them about for now. Until we find out for certain.
We cannot allow the enemy to surround the capital. Take back the strongholds around the outskirts.
That's probably how they open things up, too.
We must stop them from recapturing the strongholds.
Seize every stronghold, though. Alright, did that open things up as I expected? Yes, yes they did.
Let's do that. Don't worry.
Not a problem.
You stay on the defensive, Shez. And then more let's see, that opened up as a result.
Take a breather.
We require reinforcements. Send our fastest force to the lords of every territory.
I guess I'll send... Actually, Shez is pretty much right in the way for that one.
Bring it down.
Let's take him by storm.
Oh crap, that hurt. Come back here. Okay. Of course I missed my target, but that's okay. Shez should be able to make short work of him anyway. Nice. Okay, good. Let's see, Raphael's doing fine.
Move at my own pace.
Okay, no thank you. There we go. Blade breaker indeed. Bam.
I'm on it. Let's
Take a breather.
There are so
Not a problem.
So many historical buildings in Fhirdiad. I wish I could visit them instead of Lake Siege Town.
Alright, should be able to knock out the Swordmaster real quick just to cover our bases and deal with stragglers. Alright, now you go on the defensive over here.
We can skip my turn, you know.
Such a useful combat art. Takes a while, but so useful. Dark Spikes is broken. He one-shots most things. Yeah, I'll need to swap it in eventually. Although, I do like... Although I've gotten a little too used to the utility that can be gleaned from... Well, I've gotten a little too used to the utility from Windsweep and Blizzard on Shez.
Capture the strongholds. But do not endanger yourself in it.
Fhirdiad is our home. We'll protect it with everything we've got.
Ah, great. Now I gotta deal with them, huh? And she's got an axe. Well. Why was she a warrior, though?
Yeah,
I mean,
let's do this.
I know why, but... Instinctively, but... Okay, here's what we'll do.
Don't worry, I won't slack.
Not a problem.
We'll have Hilda and Shez trade places.
I'm on it.
Alright, there's the stronghold, Captain. Alrighty, this is gonna be difficult.
Not too shabby for an old-timer.
I'm on it. Time to move. I'm on it.
Alright, so we'll send Gerald in place of Raphael again.
All right.
Nice of them to open the east and west strongholds for us. Take down the enemy generals and breach the walls from both sides.
I'm not there yet.
There are most likely other soldiers lying in wait. Be wise to place a guard around the stronghold. The Kingdom army doesn't appear to be at full strength. They must have sent a lot of their troops to the western front to distract.
Oh.
I will not allow you to wreak havoc on Fargus a moment longer.
Alright, that should knock these Swordmasters out.
All right.
Now we send Raphael to deal with a net. Ah, nice.
All right, keep those spots protected, friends.
We can skip my turn.
Move at my own pace.
My turn.
No one's taking.
Actually, if you're a great knight, you won't mind if I do that to you.
Yeah, not bad.
How about you take this to the... Damn it, I missed him again. Okay, fine, I'll just use this. Oh, I had a feeling you'd have that.
I don't care who I have to face. I'm fighting for the safety of my people.
Oh, this is gonna suck.
uncharitable.
Okay, I don't know if how much time I've got. Let's just do this and call it a day. Let's see. Let's see, it's a game about creating monsters based on different things. Oh, that's neat, James. What else he just said? The hero class was found in the files and it's fully usable. Wait, really?
Listen, everyone. I'm fine over here, so go help the eastern side.
The situation has grown precarious. It will be difficult to recapture the strongholds now.
Move at my own pace.
Oh, jeez.
I'm on it.
Anti-magic people? What the hell?
Let's see how it goes.
All right. Here it is.
Take a breather.
I can fight no longer.
It's my
I
turn.
must withdraw.
We did it! We would have been in a tight spot if they'd joined up on the eastern side.
That takes care of one side. Now take out the commander on the other side.
Oh, that would stop me.
Alright.
All right.
Raphael, redirect.
Someone need the blade breaker.
I should listen to my father and not risk my life. I'm falling back.
Alright, that should open up a bunch of other stuff. Yes, it does.
All right. Here I go.
Alright, Shez, what can we have you focus on? Alright, you can go in there.
Yeah, let's do this.
Where can I have Hilda go? That way hasn't opened up just yet, has it? Well, let's keep you close at hand. We can do that by sending you this direction.
That's it. Now we can launch an assault from the east and the west.
All the citizens within the castle walls have evacuated, correct? Let us open the outer gate and engage the enemy inside.
Lucky us. Oh, great. Now even more trouble.
You will go no farther.
Unfortunately, I got it to do.
That stronghold is a key part of the city's defense. If we take it, we've as good as won.
You're in my way.
Now, Gerald!
Let's see. Dark Spike is broken and one-shots most things. Yep, so I've seen. Especially if it's a cavalry unit. Let's see, the best class for Hanneman in 3 houses is War Master with Aura Knuckles and Quick Riposte. Today I learned. People use Hanneman in combat.
This stronghold will fall.
I jest. Mostly. Okay. I doubt that'll hit the other one. Nope. Well, should be easy enough to lay the smackdown on you as well, so I shouldn't worry too much about it. Bam. Good job.
All right. Here I go.
Now you can go cause havoc elsewhere.
Switch. Yeah, let's do that. Don't bring it up.
Move at my own pace.
My turn.
Why do I always miss these? Okay, I don't want to linger on this one.
You're the best.
Huh, this is actually going pretty well looking at the time.
I'll follow your lead.
And bam. Alright. That's another one under our control.
Problem. I've got
Actually,
this.
forget sending Raphael in that direction. I should send him
All right.
to help Gerald out.
It's my turn.
Oh, we can skip my
I
turn,
thought
you know.
Dmitri was the biggest city ever, but this place is huge.
Let's see if we can do some sufficient damage with this. Well, at least we reset the counter. Nothing else.
Time to attack.
You won't have your way.
Oh, come on, really? Oh, this was a trap. Sylvain? Oh no.
Now is your chance.
Someone need the blade.
Take a breather.
Oh, great.
Guess it's finally time I got out there. You're dealing with me now.
And he has the Lance of Ruin. That's actually really bad for me.
Well played. We'll be like rats in a trap if they retake those strongholds. Deal with them quickly.
There might be other enemies hiding out beside Sylvain. Stay alert, everyone. We're the best!
Oh, hey, No Name. I wondered who else was watching. Good to see you. There we go. The dude's still up. Knock him down.
Send out the combat engineers.
Not a problem.
Alright, that should allow us entrance elsewhere.
If we can maintain a supply train to the captured...
Not a problem. I've got this.
All right, here I go. There's nothing these muscles can't do.
Let's see.
I'm on it.
Then just to keep capturing stuff, we can send Gerald this direction.
Strongholds, they will not fall as easily.
My turn.
I have done all I can.
As expected, he's only retreated.
Excellent. Now we can pass through the gates.
Good. We can actually fight back properly this time.
Don't worry, I won't slack.
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
Were they trying to reinforce the stronghold? I'm glad to stop them.
Down you go.
Not a problem.
Alright, then you can go after that great...
Seeing you give it your all motivates me, too.
Hey, Sylvain, I'm not done with you yet. Please, come walk into my combat art.
House Gautier's duty is to protect Fargus from foreign threats. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
We've got to stop Sylvain. Our strategy will be a bust if he takes back those strongholds.
Still fight!
Okay, you guys are being way too pernicious. I win button.
On my mark.
Whoa, you mean me? Out you go!
Alright, that should knock out the supporting units.
I've got to calm down and think this through.
Let's see, where should I have Gerald go for now?
I'm on it.
Actually, if he can crack this open again, I should have him start working on it.
Let's see how it goes.
Where can I have Raphael go?
All right, here I go.
Oh, that's a lot of enemies over there.
No regrets!
No regrets. Must have gone Dark Knight, looking at that move. Come on, step closer. Step closer. Thank you. I'm surprised that dodge worked. Why, thank you. Oh wow, Shez actually did his job. Good work, buddy.
Not a problem.
Alright, the Stronghold Captain is there.
I've got this.
And then Hilda,
Yeah, let's do this.
you run up here to capture this. Oh wow, Raphael's taking some hits.
I'll get the dressing down of a lifetime if I don't come back in one piece.
We must work together.
Alright, that should get most of them. Well, the church was not that big in Leicester. What's that a reference to, James? Was it Raphael's comment about how big this place is?
Did you see that? My muscles always win the day.
Alright, that knocked out that bunch easily
Here
enough.
I go.
Let's see, I don't think we need to reinforce anything at the moment. Let's just make sure we hold on to what we've got.
Someone need the blade.
We managed to drive him back. At least we avoided the worst case scenario.
We've repelled most of the enemy commanders. Capture the remaining strongholds.
Working on it.
This stronghold will fall.
Alright. Set it up. Yeah, to level up. Oh, nice.
Gotta get stronger.
Very nice. Okay, that should knock out one of them at least. Oh, two of them. Nice.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Okay, so Hilda's already striking at one place.
Move at my own pace.
How are we looking? Taking a decent number of hits, but it looks like we are doing well. Down you go. Alright, so I guess we switch off to Hilda now. Alrighty. Let's see, I like the Golden Deer class the best because it's the most... Let's see. Most varied character design, I think is what you're trying to say there?
Perfect. We've got them surrounded. I wonder what they'll do now that a counteroffensive's off the table. Somehow, I sincerely doubt this will be enough to make Dmitri surrender.
Oh no! This is the track you bring out?
Fall back, everyone. I will handle the rest.
And he's in the middle of everything. Great.
I'm on it.
All right, here I go.
Take a breather.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is a lot of enemies to deal with. Okay, we just have to beat Dmitri now? Alright, let's rush it. Alright, all out offensive. Let's go.
I've got it.
Better hurry. Ooh. I'll take that. Alright, Dmitri. I doubt you're gonna go down quiet.
I will annihilate anyone who dares lay a finger on this city.
We're the best!
I'll follow your lead.
Here we go.
I've got you now. Whoa. That guy's got to be the strongest warrior Fargus has to offer, right? Seems like a worthy opponent.
Move at my own pace.
Is everyone from Leicester so weak? Will not take my head that easily.
Let's go, kid.
Now, Gerald!
I'm not expecting it to be easy.
Right behind you, kid.
Even with type effectiveness on my side. Not that I have it at the moment. Okay. Knight Yellow is able to take out the Great Knight. Ooh!
Is that it? Look out!
Alright, this should be the end of Dmitri. Unless you're about to pull the retreat card, which, to be fair, you do need to survive, I assume. Alright, that should be the end. So how's this gonna work then? Ah, Claude's perspective.
Watch where you're aiming, Lawrence. Or do I have to remind you how delicate I am?
You were never in any danger, dear Hilda.
Wait, what's that?
Lawrence Helmut
What's...
Gloucester would never miss the mark.
Sorry, friend. Had to. You and I both know I could never take you down in a fair fight.
Oh, that was Thyrsis. Okay, sorry, I was getting confused for a second.
Dmitri appears to have withdrawn. Does this mean we have succeeded in containing the Kingdom Army?
Let's see. Oh, you meant that the church wasn't very powerful in Leicester? Oh, okay, fair enough. Well, to be fair, given... Well, actually, yeah, the Eastern Church never had that much influence, and even in the Three Houses timeline, whenever they did step up, well, said it slapped them down.
I sure hope so. There'll be serious casualties on both sides if we have to go in for a direct attack.
I know. At least we've done a good job setting things up. Now we just have to finish surrounding...
Your Majesty, there's an emergency!
What emergency?
What is it? An attack from behind?
It's an urgent message from home.
Oh, what now?
You're ordering a full retreat after we've come this far?
What? Why?
We're one last push away from achieving our objective.
You think I don't know that? Listen, we've got an emergency on our hands. I hate this too, but Leicester is in grave danger. If we don't turn back now, we'll be too late to stop it.
Again? You pulled this bullshit once for the Empire. Why are you pulling it now?
Having to retreat right on the brink of victory. It's like our assault on Berkeley's territory all over again.
Okay, what motivated this, though? Answer the what caused this?
Wait, too late to stop what exactly?
Yes, explain.
Lysithia, Ordelia territory is right at the center of the crisis. And it seems like things are already spreading from there.
Oh shit, Shambhala.
What? But that's... The Empire wouldn't attack us, and I can't imagine Elmira would either.
We do have other enemies, remember? I don't know why they're attacking the Federation, but that doesn't matter now. We have to fight back.
Other enemies? Could it be? No, it is too soon to speculate.
Oh no, no, it is those who slither in the dark. Oh no, Shambhala. Why attack now, though? We're on the cusp of actually doing something to suppress the church. Why would you not let us complete our objective?
Seems like fighting's all I do these days.
Why would you not let us keep going?
There's still room for improvement.
I won't let myself stop here.
As per usual. Nice.
Not that there's any point in me getting stronger.
Alrighty. Glad to have this weapon now. Boost with the Crest of Gloucester. Shame that the two people with the Crest of Gloucester, well, aren't using axes. Alright, and a Master Seal to give Pilot this special class. Excellent. Alrighty. Let's see, the Empire's attacking the church. They're more worried with the Empire invading them, not the church. Still!
We've been forced to take refuge inside the palace, exactly as Claude wanted.
And now comes the siege. When do you think they'll send over an envoy? It'll be hilarious if it turns out they really do want to occupy the capital.
I seriously doubt that's what they want. But maybe we should send word to the Western Front, just in case?
That's not a bad idea. If we are willing to lose a little ground over there, we should be able to spare some troops. And perhaps it is time to alert the other lords of the kingdom as well.
I have a report, Your Majesty.
What is it? Has Claude sent his envoy?
No. The Federation army appears to have withdrawn.
Wait, what? There's no way they'd do that! They almost had the entire capital surrounded. All they had to do was keep fighting just a little longer.
Their camps are already deserted. They seem to have left for the port in Fhirdiad.
Their retreat appears to have been a hasty one. They abandoned quite a significant amount of supplies at their camps.
So what's their game? Are they trying to make us think they've pulled out so they can lure us into a trap?
They were already in a position to win without such artifice. I haven't the slightest idea what this is meant to accomplish. Something must have happened in Leicester. That is the only reasonable explanation.
Makes you wonder how that'll play out on the Kingdom's side. Although, to be fair, I don't know how Azure Gleam plays out yet.
Golden wildfire. Darkness attacks.
Great, it is those who slither in the dark.
After securing an initial victory at Fhirdiad, Claude prepares to negotiate with Dmitri. But then word of an alarming crisis back home forces the Federation army to retreat. The glimmer of hope that the war was nearing its end has been snuffed out by those who seek to spread chaos and destruction throughout Fodlan.
We made good time coming this far, but we should slow our march. We're coming up on the affected region. You've probably all heard what's happening by now, but I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Several days ago, there was a sudden spike in bandit activity within Ordelia territory and the neighboring Imperial territory of Fhirdiad. The bandits have attacked rural villages and larger towns alike, ransacking them repeatedly.
House Ordelia fought to restore order, but the attacks have increased to the point where we can no longer contain them.
These territories were completely secure before we launched our invasion. How did things change so quickly?
We don't know what's motivating the attacks, but survivors claim to have spotted some suspicious figures working alongside the bandits.
Knew it.
You mean people like Tomas and Myson?
Exactly. I've actually received some confidential information from Edelgard about them.
Okay, so Edelgard actually is talking to people. Good!
Those who slither in the dark. At least that's what the Empire calls them. They can shapeshift, they command dangerous powers, and they influence events in mysterious ways. In short, they bring chaos to Fodlan.
I was under the impression that the Empire found their hideout and purged them all.
Wait, you mean the Empire already found Shambhala? How?
Yeah, well, some of them escaped. Lord Arundel, their leader, seemingly up and vanished.
Unless you're talking about what happened 2 years ago.
And no one's caught so much as a glimpse of Tomas since he fled from Garreg Mach.
In light of the circumstances, I am afraid I must ask. Do you know anything about this?
Sorry, not a clue. Honestly, I'd like to interrogate them myself. See if there's any connection between us.
Yes, I am sure you would. Forgive me, it was a boorish question.
It's a fair question too, though.
But there's no way you have anything to do with them, right?
Well, your powers are similar. Maybe we'll find out more in the battles ahead.
It's entirely possible that you came into contact with them when you were still too young to remember.
Yeah, maybe. Guess I should take this opportunity to learn what I can.
I know we're all dying to find out what their endgame is, but restoring order comes first. The flames of unrest are already catching in neighboring regions. We'll have a full-blown catastrophe on our hands if we ignore it. This is why we had to abandon our battle with the Kingdom. We need to stomp this out, and fast.
For all you know, you could be a part of those who slither in the dark. It's entirely within the realm of possibility. And yet, not a single one of them seems to be considering that. Just look how much they trust you.
Any reason for having a black screen for that? Wait, that extends into Imperial territory. Huh. Although, wait, Holst describe... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna dig up the... When I can, I'm gonna dig up the dialogue. Well, the dialogue log. Oh, okay, view log. Let me see. Okay, I want to see exactly how Holst described it. Found their hideouts. Okay, so it's not just a matter of kicking Lord Arundel to the curb. It's also a matter of, theoretically, they would have found Shambhala then. Huh. So, I guess I'll see before too long, because the Black Eagle route's the next one I'm gonna tackle, but still.
Here's what I had in mind.
Let's go with this.
I've got this under control.
One step at a time.
Okay, that makes things interesting. Something slithers among the shadows. And you, or should I say we, are suspected of being involved.
What do you think?
This is an opportune moment to ferret out the truth of the matter. Don't you agree? Indeed. That's what worries me.
Many thanks.
Shez, I must apologize for interrogating you the way I did. In my defense, you do possess the same power as those who slither in the dark. It is hard to believe you would have no relation to them.
What are your thoughts?
Are you not curious to find out if you do? I'd be lying if I said it didn't bug me. We're talking about my identity, after all. I would be desperate to discover my true identity if I were in your position. But no matter. Nothing will change the fact that you are our ally. I hope so. Maybe they found the fake hideout instead of Shambhala? It's possible, but... Although, to be fair, the threat from those who slither in the dark doesn't end with Shambhala if the epilogue for Three Houses is anything to go by in all of the routes, so it's possible there's other hideouts beside that. That's just the primary one that they're able to launch javelins from. But I suppose we will see. Given that it's localized around there, maybe they've... maybe it didn't get fully destroyed like what we saw... Well, maybe they weren't able to fully explore it or expunge it? Hard to say.
That reminds me.
Juan says that Tomas's group is involved in these riots, but... most of the people causing trouble are just regular old bandits, right?
So basically...
I'm more worried about the fact that there were so many bandits lurking around Lester in the first place.
Let's see...
I'm sure a lot of people haven't been able to find decent work recently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe more people have turned to stealing because they lost their homes and fields in the war. I think we'll see a lot fewer of these incidents once we make it easier for people to find work. Time will tell. Who's over here? Happy. I've kind of got a bad feeling about this. How do I describe it?
Honestly, I don't know.
It's like I sense darkness, or something like that. It's hard to put into words.
Actually...
To be honest, I can sense it too. Whatever it is.
Really?
Seriously? Huh. But you know, I'm probably just imagining things. Possibly, but... okay, I know you're not. I know there's something serious here.
What seems to be the
I
problem?
prayed with all the refugees who fled to the church, and the goddess answered our prayers by sending the Federation army to our aid.
Excuse me.
My mother's family hails from Ordelia territory, but I haven't been able to contact them. I'm terribly worried about my grandparents. I have no way to make sure they're safe. I truly hope they're alright. Oh man, there's a lot that's gonna be going on, isn't there? Oops. A cat and a soldier. My partner died in the last battle. We've been together for ages. Nothing to do about it now. Captain Gerald decided we should work with the Federation. I was convinced it was the right choice at the time. Hey, I think those who... let's see. Oh, comment. Hey, I think those who slither in the dark want to drag out the war as long as they can so they can control the victor. That is a possibility given that they don't have a direct wedge in any of the major world powers. But you would think that it would be possible to subvert any of those major world powers at the end of it. Or at least immediately after the chaos is over. I don't know. If so, I'll have to revise some of my thoughts on Three Houses.
What do you want?
I was lucky to snag a new employer right after Acheron died. Otherwise, I could have easily been one of the bandits attacking Ordelia territory right now. Looks like it is just a matter of all sorts of trouble. I've slain more bandits than I care to count, but this is a whole nother level.
Here's a thought.
They don't usually work in groups. Most do much better working on their own. So if they're cooperating with each other, it must mean someone else is pulling the strings.
And that's that.
We don't know what we'll uncover, so keep your guard up. Pretty much. Huh. I'm worried about everyone in Ordelia. We need to get out there and help them as soon as we can. I know I don't deserve the title anymore.
Let's give it a go.
But a Knight of Fargus would never be so quick to abandon the townsfolk. Ordelia territory's taking a beating. We gotta get out there and help them.
Hey!
You're more worked up than usual. Do you have some connection to Ordelia territory?
Right.
Yeah, Count Ordelia stuck his neck out for me once. It's not an easy debt to repay. I only hope I'll make it up to him one day. Yeah, I figured it would be that, but still, worth asking. What are you up to, Bernie? Doesn't all this moving around make you lose track of where we are, Shez?
Wait, what?
I have no clue where I am. The Alliance? No, wait, it's the Federation now, right? Yeah, I get turned around too. Sometimes they even go in the complete opposite direction. Oh, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. Glad to see you're happy at my expense.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings, Captain! Something to report. What is this? Who are you and what have you done with our gatekeeper? Well, the things to report aren't actually happening around this gate. Both shores of the Aramid River to the east are apparently crawling with bandits.
So what do you think?
Fighting to protect the people. What a great responsibility. I hope I can help somehow. We shall see.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
In point of fact.
When the city of Nouvelle fell, it was overrun by bandits and looters. At the time, the Imperial Army had been so focused on fighting forces from Dagda that the city's guard were practically non-existent.
Truly incredible.
But now, we've mobilized our forces and prioritizing aiding the people rather than the war itself. I feel misty-eyed with gratitude.
So basically...
That just goes to show we're nothing like the Empire. I think it's a good thing.
Oh.
Yes, that is exactly right. This is what the new Federation stands for. My adoptive father was waiting for me when we arrived at the port in Edmund territory.
What should I...
He even told me to return safely. What has gotten into him? Isn't it pretty natural for a parent to worry about their child? Especially if she's constantly rushing off to battle.
How's that?
A parent. Does that mean he truly thinks of me as his daughter? He must, or else he wouldn't be worried. And I'm sure he knows how hard you've been fighting.
Let's give it a try.
I hope we can speak more next time, though I'm not sure what we'd even talk about. Time will tell. Have you heard about the dance master that lives in southwestern Rim territory? Wait, isn't it a little late to be giving me the dancer class? Apparently they won the White Heron Cup. Boy, does that take me back. Oh, you don't know what it is? Huh, I thought you definitely would have heard of it. Now you're letting me have the dancer class? Isn't it a little late? I mean, we're on chapter what? Actually, real quick, which chapter are we on now? Yeah, I'm pretty sure if we didn't recruit Byleth, we'd be on the third to last. Ah well, all the same. I imagine that after our trick of the ships, Vargas will increase their defenses on their eastern coast.
Basically.
That same approach won't work again. We'll have to come up with some other method of attack. Though quelling the riots in Ordelia territory is our first priority. Who would have expected we'd be interrupted when we were so close to finishing the fight? Yeah, but if we've got nothing to return to, that's gonna be a problem no matter what.
Did you hear?
There's a bridge in Ordelia territory that crosses over the Aramid River, but it's not nearly as big as the Great Bridge of Murden. Normally there's a checkpoint on either side to prevent bandits from passing through. Well, they must have taken control of it, since we've had reports that bandits are on both sides of the river. Probably. What a mess. At least I know this isn't the church's doing. The Knights of Saros would usually be the ones fighting with everything they've got in this kind of situation. The Federation, on the other hand, accepts full responsibility for protecting each and every one of their citizens. Now that I've cut ties with the Central Church, I can really appreciate him taking on such a burden. I'm grateful for it. We almost had the kingdom cornered, only have to retreat at the last second. A mediocre king would never have the courage to make such a quick decision.
I knew you were special.
His Majesty is truly a paragon of leadership. I am honored to serve him. Interesting take on it.
How can I be of service?
I'm a member of the local guard in a village near here. Most of my compatriots have been killed. I didn't think there was any way the Federation army would help us because they were off fighting the war. But here you are, in full force. The king didn't abandon us after all. I'm surprised he mobilized everyone, though. You'd think it might make sense to send only a few. Then again, if you can't necessarily maintain the siege.
Oh boy.
I'm sure Dmitri is equally astounded by this interruption. If it had only happened a few days later, we could have been well on our way to ending the war by now. It's entirely possible that whoever's doing this doesn't want that to happen. Is that what you were... Actually, James, you said that you had completed Golden Wildfire already. Did you know?
Let's see...
It's too big a coincidence. All of this happened right when we were about to gain control of the capital. Exactly. These people were likely keeping a close eye on everything, waiting for the most opportune moment to strike, and I cannot speak today. But if those who slither in the dark are behind this, then their goal is to plunge all of Fodlan into chaos. Either that or they plan to conquer it while we're all exhausted from the war.
What?
Then we can't afford to be fighting a war right now. Stopping them needs to be our top priority. The issue is we have no proof. A few educated guesses won't convince the others to stop fighting.
That's a tricky
We need
one.
definitive evidence. I only hope we can find some here. Time will tell. Time will tell.
Are you busy?
Despite his failing health, Count Ordelia has been trying to restore peace in his territory ever since we allied with the Empire. But all of that's ruined now. Cannot imagine how devastating this must be for him. Why must we suffer all these disasters? Because life is cruel, apparently. I thought Nadir was going to come with us, but he stayed on the ship and went back to Elmyra. Apparently, he convinced the Elmyran soldiers not to pillage anything while we were in the kingdom. He may seem unreasonable at first, but he's actually a good guy. He's really changed my opinion of him. I hope we cross paths again. I never got the chance to thank him. Interesting. So I guess back to the status between you and him and the inverted wind then, huh? So we're fighting bandits and scoundrels next?
Okay.
It doesn't matter who we're up against. I'll cut them down all the same.
Right on.
You got that right. I'm not gonna let you outdo me either. Just watch. I'll do a better job than you.
Sure.
Let's do this together instead. Things will work out better for the both of us that way. One of these days I'll be able to get the plus sign going. Then again, it's not like I need it.
Greetings.
I was sent over to help you all, but I'm amazed at how quickly King Claude is handling the situation. Forming the Federation was worth it, if only to provide faster aid without waiting for the Round Table. A region is nothing without its people, you know. The Empire could learn a thing or two from you. What's going on in the Empire that would prompt that question?
You've gotta be kidding me!
If someone's starting these riots as part of something bigger scheme, I swear I'll kill them myself. Only the most sadistic villain would drag innocent villagers into this.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna make them suffer. I don't care about their sorry excuses. Oh, wait, you probably want a chance to question them, don't you? Yeah, if they're who we think they are, then I've got a few questions I want to ask them.
Got it.
Got it. I promise I'll track him down. Watch out, villains. I'm gonna take you down. House Ordelia was finally starting to make a comeback after our alliance with the Empire, and now this. If those who slither in the dark are behind this, I swear I will make them suffer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I might be connected to them somehow.
Are you serious?
Why are you apologizing? Even if that's the case, it's not like you're helping them. In any event, we need to find out who's pulling the strings. Once we capture their leader, we'll make them confess. Here's hoping they actually will confess. Huh? There's something to collect over there. Torn pages of a story. Huh. Is that referring to... Another thing over here. Oh yeah, we've read that in 3 houses, so I don't need to see that. I wonder if that story is referring to Claude's mother.
Let's see.
I didn't expect this would happen. I hope the people in Ordelia are all right. I quelled many a disturbance just like this back when I was with the Knights.
Ready and willing.
And though the place and my title may be different, I still fight for the people. Glad to have you, buddy. Alright, who all is here? Hey, Petra. I am estimating there will be more fighting in the city. Not enemy soldiers, but bandits and rioters.
What do you think?
I am having a better time fighting in this situation. What about you?
Right on.
I'm better in those kinds of battles too. It's definitely easier than fighting in a wide open field.
Wonderful.
So we are the same? Then we will be finishing the fight promptly. Excuse me while I run through your firing line. After getting off the ship and walking on this way, my legs are as strong as tree trunks. Like, really big ones. I gotta start working my upper body to keep everything balanced. You shouldn't waste time working out. There are people who need our help. Don't be silly. I can't fight at my full strength if my muscles aren't even. My chest and arms are gonna be crying in pain if I leave them out. Okay then, buddy, if you insist. Oh yeah, you must love getting dragged around. I am so utterly exhausted. Not only did we have to travel from the kingdom, but we fought numerous battles along the way.
How very
And now the war's gonna drag on because of this. All one can do is sigh, really.
What do you think?
You could ask Claude for a break.
Not happening.
I wouldn't want to risk that. I'm from the Empire. He might decide it's time for me to rest permanently. Oh, I doubt that.
Please, listen.
The former Phlegathon territory has been jointly ruled by other nobles since Acheron's untimely demise. But none of them can spare any troops, so it's mostly managed by House Gloucester. The former Count Gloucester is also currently taking steps to ensure the bandits do not invade and claim Phlegathon land for their own. Oh boy, there's always something, isn't there?
So?
The bandits have spread as far as Hrim territory, right? There's never been rioting on both sides of Aramid River simultaneously.
Ah, that's right.
Oh, but if I recall, House Ordelia and House Hrim have suffered through a disturbance like this once before. At the time, Viscount Hrim staged an uprising, and Count Ordelia joined her. I can't imagine that bears any relation to our current crisis, but it does give me pause. Huh. Actually, that might be related, because if I'm not mistaken, there was some connection there. Because I don't know how... I can't remember how House Ordelia got involved in that nonsense, but... I do remember that there was all sorts of nonsense going on in relation to that. Maybe. Because I'm pretty sure it was the pretense used for those who slither in the dark to experiment on the children of House Ordelia.
Solid, solid.
How'd you know I love this stuff? You must be more clever than I thought.
You've prepared exactly what I desire to eat. I'm glad that you've been paying attention.
Alrighty then.
Come back whenever you're hungry. Hunger is the true enemy.
Alright, then we need... Yeah, this'll do. As a second. Oh yeah, you still have a ways to go. Yeah, let's work on that. Nice.
Hey, this is great.
This is one of my favorites. Thank you. This really makes my day.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to have a friend who knows what I like.
And you've got Holst and Gerald talking in the background. Okay, that's a neat detail.
Come back whenever you're hungry.
I'm glad they were able to add those details in. Either way, I'll go ahead and go a couple rounds with the training instructor just to make sure that everything's good there. Let's see, is there anyone who I can give advanced classes to? Oh right, I can give you the Enlightened One class now. Yeah, go for it.
I hope to master this quickly.
Alrighty. Oh man, I need to work on your everything apparently. I'm pretty sure that's all that I need to worry about as far as master classes are concerned. So, let's go ahead and put him through the ringer. So, I know that I need to spend time with Ash and Raphael, so we'll go ahead and start with that one. It's probably the most restricted. And I think I'll probably go based on... Well, I know I've got a bunch that I need to see to with Claude, so I probably should focus on those more specifically. And to be even more specific, those that I actually know have a chance of actually being A-ranked, well, maxed out. Because I know I'll have to go back through at least once to pick up the ones I missed. Alright, so we can keep these two going. That'll be fine. Let's see, Lawrence might not have as much on the docket eventually, so we'll go ahead and swap him in for people. Yeah, Marianne, that'll work. Okay, we'll keep it that. Yep, that'll be fine. What does Lysithea need to... Oh, Hilda's pretty close, actually. Actually, what should I have you work on? I guess we can have you work on Wyvern Lord anyway. This gonna be fine? Actually, you two only have support level C? Really? Okay then. Oh wait, you've also... You know what? I'll be able to follow the Linhard chain. I'll be able to follow the chains with Linhard and Petra later. Let's focus on others. Although, unless I want to swap anyone around. I need to eventually get you to where you can be... Oh wait. We'll have you just be a War Master out in the field. Not worry about that yet. Alright, we'll go a couple rounds here.
It's been a while since the two of us had a serious fight. It reminds me of when we first met.
This is training, Balthus. Training. Don't come after me looking to mount my head on your wall.
What? I have questions.
No one stands a chance against us.
Not gonna forget this. No surprises here.
Alrighty. Need to swap out what Claude's working on. And we can just have him work on Barbarossa. And then Yuri needs to swap out what he's working on. Let's see, what would have better spells? Warlock or Dark Mage? Probably Dark Mage.
Time to work you into shape.
Yeah, probably Dark Mage.
I've earned this.
There we go. That should suffice. Alright. We'll go another round, and then we'll go do a fight. War Master. What? What's that from?
Training together isn't always easy.
Yeah, but it's good for you, Bernie, so deal with it.
I'll put this to good use.
Time to work you. With proper training, you'll be unstoppable.
Surprised we didn't get any supports from that. Ah well. I can always focus on unlocking those later.
Which battlefield are you headed to?
Alright, so there's Anna right now. A reason to fight. Oh? Interesting. Huh. We see to that now or later? You know what? Story point first. Story point first. Then we can close it out with the paralogue, then we can close it out with supports. Alright, that should work. Alright, let's go with that. Let's see what we got. Okay. Keep Shez in just to make things simple. Who are the units we need to bring in for...
Hey, why not? I fight for my land of home.
Alright, so who can we build up? I'm pretty sure... Let's see, army status. So who do I want to build up supports with? Let's see, so happy I can bring Claude or Shamir in. Alright, Claude or Shamir. And then for Petra... Let's see, Raphael. Okay, so Claude and Raphael can be our other units.
Good to go.
Yeah, that works. That works just fine. Alright, let's make sure that everybody's in good shape. Give them the good stuff. Yeah, take the good stuff. Ooh, alright, better. Yeah, go for it. At least I don't have to worry about Raphael's equipment. Yep, this should be fine. Alright, let's get in there.
Time to put my plan into action.
When we win, up.
Here goes. I got you. Begin. Our teamwork.
Could eat a pile of steak to celebrate.
Okay, but I'm not doing any extra work.
It's not over.
I will not see my family's good name sullied. Yeah, all right.
I mustn't bring shame upon my good name.
Alright, so there's a lot of enemies we can go for.
Yeah, I got it.
Alright, let's start gunning for them.
All right, here I go. There.
Actually, I should have taken a look at Happy's spells to see if there was anything good I could swap in. Still, plenty of damage all the same, so I guess I don't have to worry too much. At least kill credit won't matter too much by the looks of it. Oh, a great knight is coming up to say hello? Your mistake. Magic versus Great Knight. Magic wins.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back. You shall pay for this. You hear?
Alright, so we've got one that you have type disadvantage on, but we can at least keep it going by doing this. And then because we've got silver, it doesn't matter.
All would be lost if I were to die here. I'm swapping
Ooh, someone to knock out.
A taste more bitter than blackest coffee.
Take this! It's my turn! I got this!
Here we are. Yeah, no. That should suffice. Now go find someone else to kill.
Yeah,
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
All part of the plan.
Bam.
Don't worry, I got this. This is the worst.
They making a move on us. Alright, go get them.
How can I face my comrades after this?
Good enough.
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
Actually, wait, I should send someone to go grab that chest real quick.
All right.
Actually, I forgot to grab the chest in the main story mission, didn't I? Crap. You're new. Whoops. Failed to line that one up properly. And you're just a bandit, I assume. Alrighty. Should be able to take this guy out easily enough. Down we go.
Here goes.
And bam.
We won't lose, no matter what.
It's my turn.
Alright, you did grab the chest, right? Yes. Okay, good.
All right, here I go. There's no.
My turn?
Yep, working on it. Working on it. Oh, geez, nearly routed. What?
You
Wait.
shall pay for this. You
Ah,
hear?
great. Well, too late on that count.
I'm not going to hold anyone back.
You've done it now.
Well, worst case now I can always just double back on this later.
All part of the plan.
Still, not looking dead.
Don't worry, I got this.
Go super completionist right now anyway.
This is the worst.
Alright, that should knock out a couple.
Oh, please. Didn't you hear? I'm dangerous.
Look at you. No problem. I got it.
And dust.
Let's try this. Let's.
Alright. Yeah, we'll finish this off easily enough.
More bitter than blackest coffee.
Don't let it go to your head.
Boom. Down you go.
We won. This time.
Don't sound so enthusiastic. Alright. There we go.
That's nice, I guess.
Nice. Ooh, Brave Bow. Nice. Okay, let's see if there's any story point now that we've gotten that done. Should be. As expected.
We've dealt with bandits before, but this is worse than anything I could have imagined.
Indeed. The damage done to the larger towns was upsetting enough. But the horrors unleashed upon some of the villages borders on the unspeakable.
We saw entire fields trampled and destroyed. Whole villages burned to their foundations.
Attacking innocent civilians like that. It's inhuman.
How could anyone be so cruel? To torment people like this and then walk away laughing. It's horrible.
I'm convinced that those who slither in the dark are behind this, pulling the strings. It makes perfect sense, seeing as they already know Ordelia territory so well.
What do you mean?
Many years ago, the Empire accused House Ordelia of participating in the Hrim Rebellion. This was just an excuse to begin meddling in our affairs. During that time, they sent a group of strange mages into Ordelia territory. Everything about them felt wrong, from the way they looked to the powers they possessed. It was clear they weren't regular people.
Are you saying they were really those who slither in the dark?
I believe so, now that I look back on it, though it's not exactly a memory I care to relive.
And now they've wormed their way into Ordelia and Hrim territories again. This is just a guess, but their base of operations could be somewhere near here. Do you remember ever having lived in this area?
Yeah, my mom and I spent a few years in a mountain village somewhere in Ordelia territory, but she wasn't born there, and I don't know where she lived before that.
There could be a connection there. Or maybe it's nothing.
Could be.
Either way, dealing with them needs to be our top priority. We gave them this opening. They never would have been able to take advantage of us like this if we hadn't been at war. Just another reason why we have to end this conflict as quickly as possible. We have to ensure nothing like this ever happens again.
Not great, a time thing. I'm not sure. Actually, can I still make that without... Well, let's see, how would I reach there? Doesn't look like those territories are connected. Not sure I can make that in time if I... Well, would seeing to the paralog work on that counter, I wonder. Well, either way. Let's see. Is there anything I want to do back at camp before I see to this paralog? Probably not. Let's go ahead and knock it out, then I can see to whatever support... Actually, no, we'll save all the supports for when I start the next stream. How about that? For now, paralog time.
We get all of them? That's the trouble with poachers. You never quite know where they are.
Well, we've hit every likely hideout, so I'm guessing we cleared them all out.
I'm glad you were here, Leone. You really know the lay of the land.
Well, Sawn is my home. But you've been here before too, Captain.
Sure, but that was a long time ago, and I don't remember it all that well.
Ill news, Captain. Another group of poachers has taken hostages from a neighboring village.
These people are a disgrace to poaching.
Saying so makes it sound like you believe there was some honor in the activity to begin with.
These hostage takers must be friends of the poachers who were just here. According to the people of the village, they were involved in kidnapping as well as poaching. They made it sound like more than a few people have been taken from the surrounding villages recently.
Sawn too?
Yes, they said there was one. Ugh, it makes me so mad.
These folks sound like bad news. We'd better do something before these new victims are dragged off and never heard from again.
House Gloucester's orders were to deal with the poaching issue in Sawn. We did that. Our work is done.
How can you be so cold? If you see someone in trouble, you help them. That's just basic decency.
I don't see anyone here. Do you?
You know what I mean.
Oh, jeez. I was not expecting this confrontation. Oh, God.
Easy, Leone. The kid was just stating a fact. I'm sure no harm was intended.
How could you possibly raise such a cold and unfeeling person, Captain?
I wasn't always the best dad, I admit.
Perhaps we should shelve this conversation for now and determine our next move?
Plenty of villagers helped me out the last time I was in this neck of the woods, so it's only right I pay it back. Plus, I'm not just gonna sit by while poachers run wild in my apprentice's home turf.
Captain!
But we can't linger long. We track down the bad guys, free the hostages, and go home. Got it?
I knew you'd do the right thing.
You don't have any connections here, so it's your call if you want to pitch in or not. Nobody will think worse of you if you decide to duck out on this little goose chase.
Nah, I'll come. I wouldn't want anything to happen to Leone's home.
Good to know I can count on you at least.
So you can show emotion, Violet.
I'm sure you'd manage without me, but many hands make light work and all that.
Then let's roll. Leone, you're in charge.
Leave it to me, Captain.
Now, enough deliberation. The time has come for plain old liberation.
Oh, you are doing another, why are you like this?
Sure. Right behind you.
Thank you for not laughing this time, Gerald. Okay. A pair of Holy Knights and a pair of Swordsmen. Should make things interesting. Plus Alois along for the ride as well. Wait, level 78 is compared to what? Oh god. This might be tough. Guess you got the better lance after all. Wait, what's the spear plus? How good's the spear plus 8? Okay, different kind of good. That should suffice. You know what, I may as well see if I can put Dark Spikes on. I guess I'll swap it out for Windsweep. Actually, no, I'll swap it out for Blizzard. Alright, let's engage in memes. To be honest, after watching all these streams, I'm still confused. That's okay, No Name. There are a lot of names and a lot of people. Alright, let's get them.
The hostages.
Not a problem. Not a problem.
This must be further in. Maybe we can draw the bad guys away from them first.
A fine plan, Captain. Once we've done so, we can easily rescue the hostages.
Here we go then. Let's make some noise and get their attention.
I'm taking a lot of damage. Wow.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself.
So what's Gerald up to? Taking on little savants?
I'm on it. Let's see how it goes.
I guess we can start with them all split.
The Let's.
How many decades has it been since I was here last? Where are those things?
I know what you mean, Captain. Though not literally, of course, as I don't believe I was with you at the time.
Alright. Meme! Go!
Take it down.
Not as much damage as I might have hoped, but then again, it is only level 1.
Siege. Not a problem.
Move at my own pace.
Oh yeah, you know Night Kneeler. That should make things a little easier.
This stronghold will fall.
Wham!
I'm on it.
Alright, go link up with your kid.
I'll end.
It's my
We
turn.
were dealing with poachers the last time you were here too. Remember?
Can't say I do.
Alright, that opens them up. There we go. Oh, you have physics? That's the combat art right now? I should have checked those before starting this. I'm surprised I was able to dodge that. Yeah, definitely not ideal combat arts, but we'll make do.
Got it. Time to make a name for myself. Got it.
Oh, that's actually physics could be useful for that in that sense, but I guess we'll see.
Take a breather.
Wait, now I remember. None of you were with me the last time I came here.
That makes sense. He would have been too young. I was with the Knights of Ceres.
So now we've just got Gerald ruminating then?
I'm getting stronger.
Yeah,
My turn.
let's team up.
Hey, Eloise. Ooh, that's cool. I like that ability. Let's see.
Not too shabby for an old timer.
Hey!
Initiating the operation. Let's.
Take a breather.
Just stand there with your mouth hanging open. Attack!
Oh, I get to have fun messing with him now a little more, huh? Good. Let's go.
Now's our chance to rescue the hostage.
Okay, let's take care of any enemies who held back and rest.
Not a problem.
Alright, where to send everybody?
Rescue those hostages. Got it.
Oh shoot, we've got someone with a rapier? Oh, that's gonna make things tough.
Time to make a name for myself.
I'm on it.
Well, here goes nothing.
Mop up the rest of them, huh?
Please, Captain.
We can do this.
Alright, let's see if we can at least knock out the stronghold, then I can swap to Sheds.
When I first met the captain, I was a weak little village girl. And now I'm a
Not a problem.
mercenary.
Move at my own
I really
pace.
have come a long way.
You? Weak? That's hard to imagine.
My turn.
Captain Gerald taught me how to determine the flow of battle by capturing key points on the battlefield. He's the best. Looking good.
And down you go. Almost. Alright, that's one down.
Initiating the operation. Let's
take a breather.
I think of you and Leone as my siblings. All of us were raised by Gerald, after all.
Which would make you more, Eloise? My older brother?
Alright, then we swap here. Open them up.
They sure put up a fight.
Witness my true power.
But the Gerald School of Warfare remains undefeated.
Alright, now that I can pay attention to chat. Let's see, I see 3 hopes as a companion piece to 3 houses, and the writers assume you've played a... Oh.
Oh, he's strategic when he needs to be. Underhanded, even. He does whatever it takes to win.
And I'm ignoring the game while I'm talking now.
Hey, you're Leone from Sarin, right? My turn. Wow, you've really grown up. Thanks for the help.
I'm surprised you recognize me. Though maybe I don't look all that different.
Looks like everyone from the village is okay. Just have to get them to a safe place now.
Meme time!
Get him!
Of course. Okay, I may need to split people up just to handle all this. Let's see, here's what I'll do.
I almost admire how persistent they are.
Thanks. The hostages are in...
Not a problem.
Alright, Shez, run ahead. Protect that one.
Here to help.
We only guard this one.
Whoa! Danger!
Take a breather.
You know what? I'll make things easy for me.
You know what to do.
Let's see. Anyway, now I can pay attention to chat. I see 3 hopes as a companion piece to 3 houses, and the writers assume you played at least 1 route. With how quickly they introduce stuff, that's probably accurate.
Initiating the operation.
Yeah, because they rush a lot in order to try and make everything line up.
Seems like only yesterday you were just a little kid.
I know it seems like yesterday to you, but I've done a lot of living since then. Captain, was it too much work taking me on as an apprentice?
I mean, I gotta do something to fill the time, right?
Wow. So,
No matter how much I rambled on about this or that, you still hung on my every word.
Well, I didn't know how to write, so the only way to remember your lessons was to concentrate as hard as I
could. Not a problem.
alright, link up.
Let's work. I'm in.
I'll go in front.
Let's see, what should I have Byleth go after in the meantime?
Initiating the operation.
Okay, and then what else have you written, James? I think KOTOR 2 is a better RPG gameplay-wise and story-wise, is better than KOTOR 1. Honestly, I haven't played KOTOR 1 gameplay-wise enough to have an opinion in that respect, but...
On your way to making your own legend.
Get them where they're weak and be done with it. Wasted energy benefits no one.
Another of my lessons, and a founding principle of the Gerald School of Warfare.
Let's show 'em how
Gerald School of Warfare, really? Although, I think I mentioned this on another stream though, but KOTOR 1 and 2 are very different in story-wise, so it's hard for me to compare them. They had 2 very different objectives in mind.
I think we're about done. That reminds me, how's your old man?
He's poor as ever, but he's healthy and happy. I remember how the 2 of you used to drink until the sun came up. Just one more.
Someone need the blade breaker?
Alrighty. Doing quite well. Probably just 1 or 2 more enemies to deal with.
We saved all the hostages.
Kill some poachers in the name of justice, huh? You meddlers should have minded your own business. See it over there.
Let's make him pay.
Gladly. Alright, how are we doing in terms of kills? Alright, here's what we'll do.
I'm on it.
I'm in. Initiating
Send
the
Gerald.
operation.
We'll send Violet and Gerald ahead. Let you rip into someone just to be sure that we get enough kills up. Resurrect up. Actually, easy way. I win button.
Let's show him how mercenaries fight.
I'll follow your lead. I've got you now.
Did you know that some people ship Violet and Shez? Oh, it was inevitable the moment that we saw the two clashing. And I think female Shez and male Violet have been the favored pairing for some reason. Everybody says, oh, the other alternative is just super serial.
Must have had a real headache on his hands dealing with all these poachers.
But the Elder has a good relationship with Count Gloucester, so he responded right away.
You should pack it in already. You're dealing with the Blade Breaker here.
Wait, you're Geralt?
Oh boy. And then the other pairing just, well,
You did it, Captain!
here we are.
We did it, Leone. Okay, now we're really done. Let's beat it.
Yes, sir!
Alright, that went pretty well.
Gotta keep pushing myself.
Experience leads to strength.
I won't let my...
As per usual. Oh, nice.
Hey, that's not half bad.
Can't wait to see it in action.
There we go.
I told jokes to the hostages as I delivered them safely back to their villages. You could say I had a captive audience.
Oh, come on, that's an easy one.
We've restored peace to this whole area, Captain. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Mercs like us are only supposed to work for pay, but a freebie every now and then won't kill me.
Yeah, I would have regretted it if I'd gone home.
Thank you for doing the right thing.
I just followed orders, and that's all.
Well, I'm thanking you anyway. Now the villagers can live in peace. I was supposed to stay here and be a hunter with my father, you know? But once I met the captain, I knew I had to try and make it as a mercenary. My father and the rest of the village always supported me, before the academy and after. It's been a long, strange path, but I finally became a mercenary and was able to help my hometown in the process. I don't think I've ever been happier. It feels like I've repaid some debts, although not my actual debt from school. Still working on that one.
I'm glad we helped you give back, instead of helping to give you back.
Really?
Alois, you mind reporting back and letting Count Gloucester know what happened? Oh, and don't forget to grab the reward money.
Understood. I will away at once.
Leone, why don't you run along to Sawen and let everyone know things are good now? Tell them I'll stop by later.
I will, Captain. Thank you, again.
You two should head back to base. I've got to pay my respects to the village elder and Leone's old man. Probably won't make it back until tomorrow.
You expect them to throw you a feast, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, yeah, that's why you sent Leone ahead, so the villagers could prepare for your arrival. I mean, you got rid of the poachers, and now Leone's telling them you're on the way? You're practically begging them to serve you up a fancy meal.
It's not like that. Although, if I get there and they just happen to have a feast ready, it'd be rude to refuse.
Dude! You sly bastard, you're hilarious.
And poor Alois doesn't even get to join in on the fun. Shame.
Hey, that guy hasn't had a drink in years. He's not missing anything. Now then, this is an evening for grown-ups, so you kids get on home. If anything comes up while I'm gone, you can handle it yourselves. Well, time for me to set off. Ah, there's nothing like that first drink after playing the hero.
Oh no, here we go.
I'm impressed with your old man. That's a savvy move right there. I'll have to follow his lead someday.
You would emulate him?
Probably not, now that you're asking. Well, guess us kids should shut up and head home. Maybe hold hands so we don't get lost.
Dude.
Must we hold hands?
Only joking. I swear, the only thing duller than your blade is your sense of humor.
Dude. Dude! Thoughts on all the Fallout games? I haven't had the occasion to play them yet, so I don't have an opinion on them. See, I prefer the female version. I prefer the female Violet's dialogue. That's fair. I just started with male Violet when I played Three Houses, so I defaulted to male for both on this run just to see how it would play out. Either way, that should be everything story-wise until I can get further along with, well, everything. So, here's my thinking. I'll probably do what I did before, just build up all the support conversations until we're at the point where, well, we can just throw them all to the wind. Oh man, I'm gonna be kicking myself for missing this one, but you know what? I'll just use it as an excuse to check out easy mode on a different playthrough. Maybe I'll just... maybe I could wait until New Game Plus and maybe blaze through a little faster that way. That is an option, although I'd like to try and be discreet about what I do as far as the streams are concerned. It might be worth considering. Although, to be fair, I'm maybe wanting to reclaim Thursday as a work day anyway, so if I had to stop streaming this game for a little bit in order to account for that, and to get a starting point for the Black Eagle route. Well, that's pretty far and away in the future, though. I suspect it'll be a few weeks if we're only getting one chapter done a week. That's gonna be, what, not a discussion we'll be having for another month at the slow rate of progress I'm making? To be fair, there may still be some impromptu streams here and there, but I know for a fact that's not gonna happen this Sunday. So, either way, that'll be all for now. The next stream will be Thursday. I don't know whether it'll be an earlier one or a later one. I'm experimenting with the time, seeing what does and doesn't get viewership. I'm assuming that a one toward the evening will get more viewership, but I was feeling a little under the weather today, so I figured, okay, I'm feeling impatient, I'm not feeling too great, so we'll just use this as a way to distract from both problems. So, either way, I feel it worked out nicely, although we'll see how things turn out. I feel like I'm getting pulled in every conceivable direction to this one, at least as far as the story is concerned, although I wonder if that'll be even worse for the Blue Lions. It seems that everybody's trying to have their assertion as to how things are going to play out, but it always seems that something gets upended somehow. Either way, here we are regardless, so for now, that'll be all. It is Thursday, don't you mean Saturday? Well, I mean for the the Fire Emblem stuff. I know that there is a stream on Saturday that will be happening this evening, because, well, that's about the only time I can stream on Saturday, but that should be a fun one. Kind of dreading it, because I'm probably going to be absolutely terrible at the game I've chosen, but you know what? I suppose time will tell. I suppose time will tell. For now then, see how it goes. So, if you're keeping up with streams as a whole, see you Saturday for whatever I chose, and otherwise, I will see you this time, well, probably not this time next week, probably more in the evening, but either way, I'll see you next week for more time spent with Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Take care.